Hello all you boys and girls, it's Michael again from Miniature Painting. Today we are going to paint a Stormcast Eternal Paladin. The base coat here is bolt gun metal from Citadel itself. And we're going to do it in an alternative way. And let's pin it to the holder. I was looking for the word holder. And we are going to start with Cazadora Yellow. Cool thing about this is that the yellow really shines through. If you use it on a white paint, it becomes really yellow, and if you use it on a metal paint, it becomes golden. This is pretty awesome. So if you don't have any gold, this is the way to go. The negative is that the gold is really more shiny, and this will be a matte gold. After that we will be going with Reikland Flesh Shade to give it the depth of detail the gold armor has. Still, it's a really dull armor. No worries about that, because I didn't want the old shiny armor anyway. We're going to give it a dry brush of chainmail silver. I dry brushed this model a bit too much, but still looks pretty cool. And the silver gives a bit of the shininess back, so it's absolutely no worries. Looks a bit more shiny now than just the Cazadora Yellow and the Reikland Flesh Shade. On to Ultramarine Blue for the shoulder pad and the robe. You don't really have to be careful here. Just make sure that you don't hit any of the metal pieces of the robe. Now I did the back, but that was more for a good undercoat for red later on. So I'm not going to be paying a lot of attention on the back of the robe. On to black for the staff. It's actually starting to look like something in it. Then we are going for Zendri Dust for the paper things and the parchment on the whole model. There's quite some. There's some on the staff, there's some on the backpack, and there's a really tiny one on top of the backpack. So if you're building this model, don't forget that one. Yeah, that looks nice. It's actually starting to get somewhere, isn't it? Pretty cool. Gorthor Brown for a little piece of string, which is tied to his hands, with some kind of signet on it. Off to Nuln Oil for the robes and for the shoulder pad. Now while you're at it, take a good look at my Patreon page. It's in the back of this video. And if you're so kind to click the subscribe sepia for the parchments. If you're so kind to spare a minute, it's probably way less than you've watched already. If you're so kind to spare a minute to hit that subscribe button, it would be really appreciated. And if you click that bell button even, man, you just made my day. Thank you for that. Calgar Blue. I'm really going with the Ultramarines here, guys. Calgar Blue for the blue shoulder pads. And the robe, as you can see right here. Now I didn't do an awful lot, just to apply some highlighting. And the robe gets a good treatment of Calgar Blue. Scarlet Red for the side of the robe. And later on the piece of hair, or what do you call it? See, there you go, there it goes back. The piece of hair which is on top of his head. Is it his? Is it him? Yeah, I suppose so. So I made 2 recognition points, so that it doesn't fall out of place. So the red is with the hair and the blue is with the shoulder pad. Yes. Then Ushabti bone for the parchment again. Give it a good thorough dry brush to brighten up the model. And looking at it afterwards, I still think the parchment isn't as bright as it needs to be, so later on in this video I will be brightening it up, but it's more a correction than something I intended to. Null oil for the swords. Now here comes the lightning part. When a Stormcast Eternal is made of lightning, chainmail silver to brighten up the swords or his weapon. When a being is made out of lightning, I think it should show on the outside of the model. So just in a couple of seconds I will be showing you how to make the model more lightning and give it a cool tone. Electric blue. So we're going with a bit of, or at least I try, an environmental highlight. And electric blue, once again, if your miniature is on the inside made of lightning, then I think it should show somewhere. And not just a really nice golden armor. And that's it. So we are going for an environmental lightning. A dry brush of the same color. And then with some dead white on top of it, mixed in with the blue, and after that a pure layer of dead white. There you go. Now it gives an electric look. Easy, simple, fast, and pretty doable for everybody who can wield a brush. See, there's some dead white again. For the eyes, they didn't go as planned as much as I wanted it to, but hey. Astro Granite Debris for the base. I'm going with a simple thing here. I just painted 2 miniatures in this style, so the Astro Granite is pretty easy to put on the base. Might I sometime in the future decide to go Age of Sigmar for a game. Off-white, yeah, that was the one. Off-white is to be used on the parchment, not that white, off-white. And as you can see right now, I have the desired brightness. And now I'm loving it. Stonewall Grey for the handle or the bar of the weapon, the staff, and the base. Pink horror for the edge of the robe and the hair, the dollop of hair, or what do you call it, the pluck of hair? Yeah, the pluck of hair on top of the head. There you go. Now for some grass on the base, and you're finished. Give it a nice black ring, and then the model looks pretty damn cool, if you tell me. Or if you ask me, you don't have to tell me. There you go. And here is the finished pictures. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you soon. May the dice be forever in your favor. And see you in the next painting video.